on a level top line, up and down off the ground. And I'm not seeing canter again. I'm not seeing, for the level of work that you want to do with them, the balance is uphill as we want it. And you can see in him then, as you would start to kind of make that shift into balance, he's going to want to start to back off the leg and not kind of stay tucked up with his hind legs underneath him and pop down in front of you. So anytime I look at him and think on a connection level, and the connection is what adjusts the balance for the level that we're working at. When there's any kind of connection issue to or in front of the leg, rhythm issue, anything like that, I never want to worry or address a crooked issue. Because if I look to the training scale, right, the way that we work with that training progression, for me, that training scale, and it's a little different, everybody kind of says a little different, but we look at it and go rhythm, suppleness, contact, straightening, impulsion, collection. So that straightening work is really after they're connected to both reins right. So if I'm questioning that, that's the first place I'm going to go. I wouldn't ignore if he's bulging, right? If he's a little bit through that right rein, I'd work it, I'd try to straighten him, I wouldn't ignore that. I just would put the greater emphasis on saying to him, I need a little more power from behind. This canter is a little bit on the windy side. I want your hind legs tucked under you a little further. I want you driving a little bit more up and out in front of me. Yeah, sit up. Push a little more power into him still. Good. A little more canter. Play with both reins just to keep saying, as you're generating that power,
you can unhook
it's not about to get strong or set or brace it all in the jaw. Good. So like where you're at in the body and the way you're sitting on it, why you just tip one more inch back and still push a touch more canter up and down. Still a little too up and down, not enough ground cover, not enough power there yet. Good. Push. Even more canter. Come on. More canter. That's good. That's your minimum. Good. Reins half an inch shorter, just to keep squeezing, keep saying to him right. Pull, it needs to flex a little more. Push, feel him back off. The roundness was right, the short and the rein was right, but then he went, I'm not going to counter through that. Wanted to lose power from it. But keep saying to him, which is pretty normal, right? He's short, the reins are touch his mouth. Yep, he's going to slow down, he's supposed to. So you have to be saying, no, I need you to keep powering up. No backing up, still more canter. Good, little kick here or there. Good, still more canter from him. Still too easy going canter. There you go, right. So what I want to see is he's cheating you a little bit, right? He's cantering, but he's not cantering. His legs are moving, but he's not cantering. That canter isn't cantering through his body yet. It's not dynamic yet. And I want to see you be saying to his hind legs, come on, give me more. More jump. More climb up through your shoulders and front legs. More tuck under. More movement through your body if you can. More, little kick again. Right, a little more. Up. That's getting better. Good. More. Add some power. Good. Play, I like that. Your seat starts to move. You got it. So what I want you thinking is the canter needs to canter. His body needs to move. Your seat needs to move. His back needs to move. So if he is just cantering a nice, quiet, level canter, boing, 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 and the only thing that's moving are his legs, something's wrong. For the level that you want to be, yeah? Third level, fourth level, and beyond, that canter, the trot also needs to become more gymnastically dynamic, meaning every muscle in his body, every joint in his body needs to move and work to be generating the stride. Not in like a bad way, right, where his neck goes up and down, pulling the canter along or anything. But I want to see that he's fully connected, fully pushed through, moving everything. Down the long side, good, back in your upper body, push, feel him just back off. That's where he just gets back to that bouncy leg moving canter. Sit, little kick again. I still want more canter overall, it's still too wimpy. Good, more. And still bigger, still stronger, still more power. Sit back, let your hips move, let your feet move. Again, get in there, give them a little kick here and there. Yeah, tell them you need to put a little more energy in. There you go, that's your minimum. That's the minimum. Keep it, keep it, keep it. No backing off from that. Good. Little kick again before the corner. Don't let them short back. Right, good. Here. My teacher used to say, it sounds really dumb, but it said, canter, right? If the canter doesn't jump and doesn't reach and doesn't move in the body, it's not a canter. His legs are maybe moving in a canter rhythm, but he's a canter. And you want to make his body needs to work like a giant accordion every stride, breathing in and out. More canter still. Totally backed off on the short side. He has you maybe thinking as I said, with crooked, whether it's crooked, whether it's round, whether it's stiff, whether it's anything, don't let him bait you or suck you into worrying about any of those other problems if he's not cantering. If he's not jumping and sending power up into your hand. Good. Sit back in. That's better. Good. Sitting on him. You got it. Way better. Way better. Keep it bouncing and jumping. And then we say, now with a little bit bigger canter, with more jump, with more movement, there he just backed it off again, with more movement in the body. If the energy is flowing into both ranges, now I might start to address a little more if he's crooked, if he's a little stiff to something, but don't let the canter back off when you do it. Right, make them stay powered up into your hand. Good, power them up to him. You got it, you got it, you got it. Circle 20 meters, trot when you're ready. Want you to start with that canter, with the power as he has it. Start to play just a touch more on both reins, so that it flexes more up into his pull. Push at him, don't buy into it. That little bounce step, the hop step, yes, good, good. Nice on the short side. Upper body well back, sitting on it, good. So like I said, he's going to try to sell you everything, right? Like into that short side, I'm going to bounce, I'm going to bounce up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you just keep saying, no.
I got it, Randy.
You're going to go forward, swinging over the ground.
I had to delete some stuff.
Driving into my hand, and you're going to get round. And that's the end of the story. Change rein on the diagonal. It's going to be the same in the canter. You just keep saying, you canter, up into my hand, come round, and jump. Back and up the body. Shoulders
Poor Meryl,
back,
my camera's jumping all over the place.
Good. Push. Push. Don't buy into those little hop steps. Don't buy into that. He's tense. Back off. He's nervous. Back off. He's strong. Freeze on him, right? Keep saying to him, you're not tense. I'm sitting on you. You're not running. I'm still driving. You're not braced in my hand. I'm still going to supple you. You need to get rounder, you need to swing more, you need to soften more, and I'm going to ride that into you. Nice. Yeah. Yes. Canter again.
Greta, I'm going to need the black cord plugged into that, to this. It's on the counter by your...
Just in the squeeze, that little wiggle left and right, sit back on him, sit on him. Again, when he wants to get with the screw bouncing in the air, push over the ground. Right, now up and down, cantering underneath you, cantering out in front of you. Good girl. Tough. Nice. Nice. Playing with the bit, a little squeeze left
This is
and right.
so good for her.
Good
We haven't had a chance to
squeeze the bit
do hardly any
around.
lessons.
Tipping back
Her
and drop
schedule
the body,
online.
sending them up
So
into your hand.
she, a lot of it she
That's
works on
good.
her own.
Love
I
that
just
with that little
tell her,
left
you know, when I
flexion.
can.
Nice.
We've got to get in a
Squeezing
regular
left and
schedule
right,
now.
jaws still even soft. Let the bit move even more. Don't
But this is
get ready
perfect
to
because
wiggle it
he's not
around.
going to take any.
Yeah, there you go.
We baby take
There you
it.
go.
We're all
Good.
doing
Wiggle.
it. We baby Matt. And he's not going to do that. He's like, I don't care if they're old.
Think
He can work.
about
He's got to do the
wiggle
work.
on the bit.
Just give him a
Everyone
break,
watch
you
baseball
know.
game? If your hand is the catcher
What?
right behind home plate, the pitch, the ball that gets thrown is the energy traveling through his body.
P-I-R-O-U-T-T-E.
Right? The pitcher is his
Wait,
hind
no.
leg. So that pitch, the catcher sits there with
P-I-R-O-U-T-T-E.
the mitt like this, right? The pitcher throws the ball, aims at the mitt.
Yeah,
But the pitcher's not going to get it in the mitt every single time, right?
R-E-T-T-E.
The mitt has to move to catch the ball. Think the same way with your hand. Your arms don't have to move per se, but let your fingers, let your wrists move. Keep catching every little bit of energy that gets thrown up into your hand from his hind legs. Shape it, catch it, and don't let any of it slip past you. No wild pitches, right? On his end, he's not allowed to throw them at you wild, but he might. And as the catcher,
yes,
you're
might.
not allowed to let any get past you, right? Which is to say, he can't break through the rounds, around the whole flexed. Yeah, right. Because the energy in the hind leg that you need, that you're getting, that you're demanding, that has to shape his top line. His top line has to become rounder, more arched through his whole body. Trot when you're ready. And what he wants to do is stay hidden from the hand a little too slow, so his body can stay flat and out behind you, where his back doesn't have to lift. And then you say no, which is great. You picked up the whip, and all of a sudden it's like his tail's on fire, right? And now he's motoring and running through the hand. And going, well, if you're going to energize my hind leg like that, I'm going to still keep my top line flat, and now I'm just going to run through you. And you have to go, no, actually, my friend, you live in the middle. My hand catches you, my leg sends you. And you live right in the middle until your back starts to lift, until the top line starts to become round, even rounder through the pole. Wiggle it left and right. Play with it. You can flex left, flex right, move his neck around, move the bit around, move his jaw around, sit back into him. Nice. Keep sending energy up into that, but he doesn't get to back off, because the more you do with the hand, the more he's going to want to slow down, right? That's normal. Should be like that. The more you push at him, you need to be pushing at him, but the more you push at him, the more he's going to want to go through your hand. So your hand has to work extra, your driving aid might have to work a little extra. Your driving aid has to work extra, your hand might have to work and turn a little extra. Now he starts to swing good. Good, little tickle again with the whip, challenge. Wiggling on the bit, no ease up on that movement of the bit. Good challenge, good girl, I'm loving that. Yeah, a little rounder though, still tougher in the contact. Counter again when you're ready. Rounder still. Still too flat over his top line. I love the transition though. I want him rounder still in the top line. Sit on him, work the bit, say to him his pole needs to flex. Yeah, feel him as you get stronger, which is good. To stay round and back off right away. You got to just sit in there and drive. You got it. Maybe it's a touch with it. Maybe it's just closing the leg. If you close the leg and there's no response, then use the whip. But don't ease up on the supple leg. You got it. Keep saying it's both ends that need to squeeze closer together to get the body more arched and bowed up underneath. Keep going. Push out.
I like to do it with my
right. And you can do that lead change now and then, right there. Gives you that group high bounce. Those are all resistances he tries to sell you on to back you off of pushing them through. Does that make sense? He's going to throw everything at you. You have to just keep saying, no, sorry. I'm not buying that you changed leads. That's your problem. I'm going to stay sitting. I'm going to keep pushing. Push. Pull. Push. Push. Good girl. You got it. Make him jump. Make his back move. Work his bit. Work that bit to work his pole softer. Good. Left flexion, right away. Bit moving around. Sit back and into him, especially if he wants to bounce up in the group. Nice. Push. Know that. Come on. Draw it again when you're ready. Good. Good. Tough. Push and drop, right? Little tickle with the whip and he backs off, right? Good. Nice, better. Tickle again.